England Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin then. First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Omarion Hampton. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll air it out down the middle. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. They'll run here. It's Brees Hall. The ball is hit. He's lost the football. And no turnover here. Let the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First carry of the game now, and here's Brees Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Moving to his left. Now he'll run it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Emeka Egbuka. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On the jump.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll run. It's Hall. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
4-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
3rd and goal. This one caught at the 4.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to...
And he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown Steelers. That is first touchdown of the new year. The kicking team up for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted.
The Steelers take over
Panther. Come on, come on. Hit. 70 Lions.
He'll try the right side with Hall. And he'll get forward for about a yard. DeMario Overshown there on the tackle.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Second and 9.
Go.
Now, faking the give. Pushed out to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and goal.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
On the jump.
Here's another shot from the 6. It's second and goal.
Get it.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second TD catch of the season. Point after, coming up here. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Saints nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Saints first down.
On first down, right back to Hampton.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Another run here with Hampton. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
16 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Saints.
They'll go again with Hampton. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Josiah Stewart in on the stop.
Down at the 26.
A give, and here comes Hampton. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 40.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
McMillan comes in motion. On the give, here's Hampton. Oh, the ball's out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Warriors 70. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. 15 yards through the air. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
70.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Viking. Ready.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
That to the air once more on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this.
Here we go, Jack. Cowboy 80.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Cougar 19. Go.
The RPO, that one is complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Saints are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
It's a turnover on downs.
First and 10 for Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. On the handoff, it's Hampton. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 21. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Come back. Yellow. Zero, 50. Line right. 40. Arsenal.
Here's Mahomes. That one taken in. That's Teteroa McMillan. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now, Mahomes. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints first down.
Now, Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Mahomes now to throw again. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Forced out wide. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers might have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away. And at this point, they need all the points they can get, so kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this second half comeback.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, break. Connect. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Ready? 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready?
Out right, gets Mays. That's Ibuka. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for third and 3.
Third and 3.
Stop below 18! Trap 50! Trap 50! Go!
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that got Ibuka, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down. On first down, it's Hampton. Despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Attack! Attack!
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On second down, Mahomes. Going up top. That is brought in. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Hampton is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, run away, run away!
They'll let Hampton try to run for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus. And it cuts the deficit down a bit further.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Crackle 80. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Liking 18. Ready, right?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Olave, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken. Right at the midfield stripe.
Over first and 10 at the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Yellow.
A run. This is Hampton. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. On the ground, Hampton. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On third down, here's Hampton. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Hey, dribble it, dribble it.
Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in, and he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, it'll bring up second down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 5.
I don't need to.
On the ground, Hampton will start the fourth. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here is a big one. Third down and 2. Here's Hampton. Into space. And he's in! Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Saints. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
19 tight.
Now faking the give. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Stick the Eagle! Stick the Eagle!
At the Saints 25-yard line.
The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
That's another Steelers.
60 Vikings! 60 Vikings!
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
Viking,
second and
18.
7 at the Saints 19-yard line.
Check, 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 check!
They'll run. This is Hall. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
That's good.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. He slams it in there, and he is in. Reese Pauls. Touchdown Steelers. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. And that is no good. He missed it. That could have significant consequences. They're unable to stretch the lead out to a field goal. They're up only 2. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun to Hampton, and he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It is 2nd down and 5.
Yellow.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Yellow. Long way.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2.
Hey, 57, 57. Right side.
They'll run. 1st down and more. He's inside the 35. And he will score again. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll set up the screens to Hall. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to the left. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. They get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here is first and goal.
Let's go now.
Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. Ball at the 3, second down, and goal.
Brings up second and goal. At the 3-yard
Back to throw. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time. But what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. They'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now a shot here, deep middle. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run here. And they'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the falls short. Time runs out. This game is over.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down.
Hey, 43, 15.
One last shot now for Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.